right, cheers guys, welcome back. Happy 2023. This is my first video here in the new year. And what better way to kick it off than with some Dio, right? This is Caught in the Middle, the riff from the album Holy Diver, the song Caught in the Middle, 1983 when this came out. And it doesn't get talked about a lot as one of those classic Dio songs, but it's just really cool, super melodic, very simple. Okay, so this won't be a long video today, very simple. Some power chords, a few single notes, and you've got, we're not going to do the whole song, just the main intro riff. Okay, I've been working my way through the Dio, the Holy Diver album, trying to do all the riffs on that album. Of course, the solos as well, but the riffs, I've almost got all of them. So this, I think there's a couple more I still need to do, but this is, if you look at my last 5 or 6 videos, you'll see a bunch of Dio stuff in there, so make sure to check that out. The guitar player was Vivian Campbell at the time. He was on those first 3 Dio solo records, and he was on fire back then. Just totally lit it up, but also wrote some great songs with some cool riffs. What else to say about this? It's in standard tuning, so we don't need to do any strange tunings here. And we'll get started in just a sec. If you're new, make sure to check down below for my free sweet picking guide called Sweet Picking Boot Camp. It's my free gift to you. A lot of times I'll also have some tab down there for the lesson, but this one's so straightforward with power chords. I'm just going to show it to you. Sometimes it's better to spend a little extra time just learning as if you were sitting across from each other, you know, just jamming. Or if I was just showing you a riff or you were showing me a riff, we wouldn't be writing down the tab, right? We'd just be, oh, okay, that's what we do. Okay, you know, just very simple way to transfer information between musicians. It's kind of a lost art these days in some ways because there's so much written material out there. But anyways, I digress. So all that being said, let's get started. This is in the key center of C sharp minor. But you'll see all these chords here are just power chords, root 5 power chords. Let me show you the chords first. So we're going to do a C sharp at the 4th fret on the A string and the 6th fret on the D string. Then we're going to play an E5. Now you could play the E5 up the 7th fret on the A string, but I'm going to play it here at the 2nd fret on the D string. I'll tell you why in just a second. But so the D, 2nd fret D, 4th fret G, that'll be our E chord. So far we've got C sharp, E, sorry, next chord's B5. So we have C sharp 5, E5, E5, and that is 2nd fret, A string, 4th fret D. Then we're going to go back to the E5, and then we're going to play an A5, which is just the open A string and the 2nd fret on the D. So here's what we got. Sorry. Okay, that's the riff. Without the single note part. Now here's why I play the E down here instead of doing this. Now if you listen, you'll hear extra noise. That's just simply from the hand moving. So this is an attempt to play this really clean with very little hand movement. It's easier to play too because you're not jumping around, right? So this is things to consider when you're playing these songs or playing your own songs is, how can I make this easier on myself? I don't necessarily need to make things harder on myself. Things are already hard enough, right? So check it out. So hear that little squeak? Even if I'm really careful. You know, you really have to concentrate on the muting. Now, playing it here, still a a little bit, but less chance of that happening. Okay, so that's my reason for playing it there, but you can feel free to do it either way you want. So after those chords, we got this. It's heavily muted, and it's the notes 2 on the low E, 4 on the low E, 5 on the low E, back to 4, back to 2, and then back to 4. Okay, and then we have this. Really quick, it's just a kind of a down up. So after the single note riff, we have this. Slow. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I listened really close, and it almost could be an open E string right here. But it doesn't sound like it's an open E string to me on the recording. So it'd be interesting to do a deep dive on this maybe and check out some live footage and just see if I can tell if Vivian's playing that low E string right there or not. I don't think he is. I think it's just a rhythmic. It goes by so quick. It's just almost like filling in the gaps rhythmically there. So after you do the down up there, you're not. And by doing that, let me just show you in case you haven't done this before. You're really not playing anything. You're just muting all of the strings. And then it's just a quick down up, and then playing that C#5 power chord, and then twice on the B5. So I don't want to belabor the point and spend too much time on that, but I do find that sometimes it's simple things like that where people get hung up the most, and there's no reason to get hung up on that. So if I just play it really slow, you get this. Okay, and I also should say, when you're playing these chords, you're gonna play it and then mute it. Okay, you're gonna mute it with your palm. It's a combination of the palm and lifting up the fingers, but you don't want to lift up the fingers without using the palm because then you're gonna get noise. Right? So you want, and notice there, mute, 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 mute. So there's a lot of muting here. Repeat. Okay, so after that last one, you hit the 4th fret on the low E, and then an A5 power chord, and we're into the verse. So on the recording, on my demo there, I played a little bit of that. And it just goes C#, B, 5, and then A, and then the next time it goes to the low E, and then you're up to this chord here, or you can play it down here. But I played it up here on the verse part because I'm not that worried about the noise, because in the context of the full band, you're not going to hear that as much. Plus, I'm not moving around a bunch. I'm staying on that E chord there. All right. So there is method to the madness. There is logic why a lot of these things are done this way. Vivian might very well have played this jumping around like that, and if he did, kudos to him. But I just think if I were doing this in a recording situation like I have done earlier to record this for you, or with a band, I'd probably do it this way so I didn't have as much noise. All right, and that's really it, guys. Caught in the Middle, cool riff, great song. Maybe we'll take a look at some of the other parts or the solo at some point. Once again, check down below for the free sweet picking guide. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year 2023 to you guys. Lots more to come this year. Stay tuned. Talk to you next time. Rock on.